watch this with me, and then we'll talk about it. But it is the living man.
I stand as myself and speak for myself in myself. And I am not the trustee over the all caps name that you're operating on.
But you're here in court today because you were charged with some charges.
I'm here in court today because I am making a special visitation. This is not an appearance, only spirits appear. Living men, living persons make special visitation. That's why I'm here, to make sure that you guys don't taint my truthful, proper name.
She should have took that phone call, by the way.
You still live at 28 Flying Eagle in Manhattan?
Well, it is a storage unit that I sleep in from time to time.
All right.
I live in myself in this body. I am the living man.
Sorry about that. Oh, here we go again. Another phone call.
Mr. Talgate, you were here. You were seen by Mr. Cutts on 9/3/13, and you asked, at that time he appointed you a public defender. Did you apply for the public defender?
What use have I for a voice of ruin? They can only speak fictitious legalese to you. I speak natural living man's English to you. It's called common English. That's the only thing that I work in.
That's fine.
There will be no legalese used here.
Well, you were charged on the 31st of August of 2013 with obstructing a police officer in violation of 45-7-302. You were also charged on the same date with resisting arrest in violation of 45-7-301 of the Montana Code.
Those men were charged by me right back by staging an overthrow of the Constitution of 1789, an overthrow of the Bill of Rights, an overthrow of my rights to forage for food as a natural living person who was in hunger. I was searching for something to put in my stomach, as I am recognized to be allowed to do by universal law. Has nothing to do with your corporate fiction. They violated everything, and furthermore, for your knowledge, they violated Judge Holly Brown's Title 26 United States Code ruling, which I went before her and prevailed on 21st March 2011. EPO 9-58A is the case number wherein she evidenced that I am not a taxpayer because I am not a federal citizen. Federal law trumps state law at every turn. I have 9 judge rulings to that end, and that trumps state law. I am not registered crap. I am the living man, and I have the right to forage for food when I'm hungry.
Amen, brother.
All right. But you're here on different charges.
This
is not
what
Holly
stands.
Brown's courtroom.
Ma'am, you can argue this all day long. You're operating on corporate fiction.
I'm telling you, you're here on some charges which were filed in 3 Forks.
I do not
Number
understand
one.
those charges.
Number one, you keep interrupting me, and I'm going to charge you with contempt, and you'll go to
All
jail.
contempt of court is spelled C-O-double-N. I know about conning. That's navigation.
Sir,
Contempt is the storm.
I said, be
Don't
quiet
touch me.
until I get
Don't
through
touch me,
reading this
you
to
ain't a
you.
god. Don't
Officer?
you touch me. I am the living man protected by universal law.
You keep
Stand
talking,
down.
and you're going to be charged with contempt, and you're going to go to jail.
You have already contempted this place.
No, I told
by
you
the
I
fraud
would if
you're
you
trying
didn't
to
quit
get done
talking.
here. These are the living witnesses to what you're trying to do.
Very
You
good.
are trying to create a fictitious, fraudulent action. You are trying to bilk the Federal Reserve by
Sir.
securitizing in all caps commercialized name
Sir.
and
Would
notifying
you
them
remove him from the court?
that they are standing in debt now. If you touch me, you will violate natural law. Do not come near me. I am
Then
protected
shush,
by the law.
shush.
Do not tell me to shut up. I
I
am
am-
the living natural man, and my voice will be heard. That is the Jolly Roger. That thing you call the American flag with the gold fringe around it is the Jolly Roger, and you are acting as one of his privateers.
Okay, you're here on the charge of arrest.
I'm here by
arrest.
special visitation.
Right. And you're
I've
here
never
on
let you get away with
obstructing
this,
a
but
police
I'm here.
officer. To each charge could be up to a $500 fine, up to 6 months in jail.
I do not understand any charges. I only understand universal law and the right to live.
Well, you
To
pled
live in
not
peace
guilty.
and to live as I need to.
You pled not guilty in this.
I never plead. Animals plead. Sound like bah, oink oink.
I have a paper with your signature on it.
It says prime evidence standing right through it. You bring forward all natural forms of evidence that I'm not prime evidence. I am the living soil. The dirt, the water, and the air has its own voice, does it not? It all supports
Sir?
forms of life, does it not? I am a part of that life. I am not your corporate fiction.
Sir,
Seek
Do
remedy.
not danger me.
you're here today on an omnibus hearing. You've already pled not
I am
guilty.
here by special visitation to see to it that you do not danger my natural living man's name.
Are you prepared
That's
to
why
tell
I'm
the
here.
court if you wish to go to trial on this matter?
This is a trial. Tell me
No,
it's
this
not.
isn't a trial.
Here's my
This is
jury
an
of my
omnibus
peers.
hearing, sir.
You cannot produce a jury of my peers because all juries are selected from a pool of registered voters, and the instant a person registers to vote, their natural ability as a peer to comprehend natural law has been dissolved and turned into fiction.
Catch
There
22.
cannot be raised a jury of my peers. It cannot be done.
Excuse me for just a moment.
No way. Get back here and finish this. Hey, get back here and finish this. The judge has left the courtroom.
Abandoned the courtroom.
Yeah.
There is nobody in this courtroom. The judge has walked out.
Dismiss the case.
I said no excuse.
Dismiss it
I'm not letting you
Up and
go.
out.
in proclamation.
Up and out.
Damn.
Up and out. Oh, man.
Yeah, somebody said that. Case closed. She should have dismissed it. The officer should have arrested him. The whole thing is a nightmare. This will be psychoanalyzed from many different points of view. I'm gonna stop right
Oh,
here.
God, man. Whew. Okay, hold on. They're going to look at this from every different angle. Okay? You have to understand. Oh, my God. Well, I'm speechless in a certain way because there's another guy doing this too. And this is a trend. A man in, I think, England or Ireland or somewhere, arrested the judge, and the city was right there. I mean, there was hundreds and 500 people out there. And man, anyway, look, I don't know what's up with the Vatican. Okay, I have something in common with Andrew Basiago. My parents, I followed their religion. My mother was converted, or assimilated, or her grandmother was, and her dad. And anyway, I went to confirmation for the Roman Catholic Church, but I don't know, man. I don't really follow the Catholic deal, and I kind of can't really, though I have something in common with the Jewish people is genocide, but I think there's more of them than there is of us. Anyway, half-breed Indian, dude. I'm Chippewa. But the mountain man, or Montana man, we're going to have to see what happens. I think, personally, they're not going to let him get away with this. More than likely, it's going to end bad for this man. His children, his friends, and neighbors. The Federal Reserve, oh man, we know what they do. I'm just blasted, but I do want to make a prediction. Executive orders from Obama, I think, give Homeland Security the right to drone attack terrorists on the American soil. So, in other words, this man, the Montana man, he'll probably be our first drone victim. And then probably get about 50 more of them. And somewhere in around 58, they won't do no more. And hopefully, I won't get droned. Shit, because I have a feeling when you know too much, oh man, you don't want to be too smart. Especially if you can create a time bubble. And don't study the vortex. Don't do it. It might open up some new meaning for you. You might see the truth. But I like that video. You can't handle the truth. And then the looking glass. And that was all right there in the 80s, bro. And then what happened was it went to the Far East because we know Saudi Arabia, we've been buying everything from them every single day. I mean, I put $100 in my gas tank last week. That went to them, the American government, California, and the federal have taken their taxes from that, but the rest of it went straight to Saudi Arabia. And we're working on that. But and that's what Montana's all about. There's so much money in Montana. This guy has no idea. They are going to take Montana's money. The federal government will just suck Montana dry because they have oil rights and they pay collecting taxes on all that new oil field up there. Just 10 years from now, you'll see a total different transformation. But when Hades Gates come around, Hades Gate in June 27th or something like that, 2014, just what do we got? A couple months? I'll probably have about 600 views by then. But then when it really comes down to it, after that event, this video is gonna go fucking crazy. I'll have 1 million. No big deal.